Hello, my lovely viewers. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm very happy to be here with all of you to enlighten you once again on a very important topic. Today, we'll be diving into the subject of love and relationship. And in this segment, I'm going to break down the difference between love and relationship. This is where I am going to teach you, I'm going to show you to understand how you can make your love and relationship life better. There are some people, or I could say that most people are doing this thing completely in the wrong way because they don't understand. So, if you are struggling with relationship, with your love life, this teaching is going to change the way you see everything. And by the end of this segment, you will know better, more, exactly how you can manage your love life and your relationship. So, without wasting much time, I'd like us to dive into the chapter 5 of this, my book called Pain to Profit, where we'll be talking about love and relationship, man and woman understanding each other. So, let's start by breaking down this subject and highlights the biggest mistake that people make. So, in this chapter, I say love is not a relationship. A relationship is a different thing, but love is a certain sweetness of your emotions. So, whether you look at a man or a woman, a tree or an animal, or a child, or just looking at the sky, you can look at it lovingly because it's not about loving the sky or anything else. It is about the sweetness of your emotions. It is about loving yourself. If your emotions are sweet, whatever you look at it in a certain way, lovingly. People have always associated love with somebody or something or substance. But this is not supposed to be so. It is not like that. Love is not about somebody or some place or any substance or anything in particular. Love is not about the other person. It is about you, what you feel inside of you. Love is what you eventually become. It is an energy that you embody in yourself. So, if you can make your emotions sweet, your emotions will be sweet. And it is beautiful like that. It's not about anyone in particular. If you find someone you wish to share your love with, you can share your love with that person. But if nobody comes, you can just sit down with your eyes closed and still be loving yourself. And there is nothing wrong about this, in my own opinion. Love is not about somebody, it is not an action. It is not something that you do, it is something that you can become, like I said. But the question now is, if you love a person, should you let them do what they want to do, or should they do what you want them to do? For most people, love means you must do what I want you to do. But no, this is not supposed to be so. True love means that they can do whatever they want and you will still love them the same without judgment. That is true love. But relationship, on the other hand, is an enormous amount of management. But people think relationship is all about love. No, it is not like that. If you don't manage your relationship very well, it will crash or it will even die. Relationship is a commitment, something you wish to be involved in. But love is something that happens within you. You must feel it. You must feel that love first before relationship. Love is not subject to external forces, but right now people are allowing it to be like that. It is in that way, unfortunately, but actually, what happens within you, the sweetness of your emotions, should not be determined by any person, any substance, any place, or any situation. Unfortunately, these days, people have a saying that love is in the air. They say this because they speak in ironies. Ironically, they could say this, but in reality, it is not like that. This is very wrong, I think, to say. Love is not in the air. Love is something that happens within you. Your emotions have taken to a sweet form for whatever reasons. So now you are using that reason or that external motivation as the reason why you will feel loved. Or we could say that you are using the other person's energy, the energies of the other person to turn your own emotions sweet. And in this way, people don't really understand the concept very well. But I'm going to break it down for you. Stay along with us. And now, let's start with the biggest mistake that a lot of people make, the misconception. True love is not sex. It's about respect and submission between the two parties that are involved. That is what builds the relationship. The true measure of love from a woman or a man is not sex. It is not nice food or fancy clothes or anything like that. No, it is submission, respect, support, and loyalty. These are the pillars of family truth, which the modern day culture tries to erase or change. For example, a man or a woman could love you for some reasons which they cannot even explain what exactly the reason is. They could sleep with you, cook for you, clean for you, maybe even give you something, maybe money or gifts. This is because they want to get something out of you in return. What they want to get in return secretly is attention, protection, resources, power, and control. But in my own opinion, all these are not the basis to classify true love. This is not love at all, in my own opinion. This is a transaction dressed up in the image of a person or something or a place. It is only a survival method. It is a strategy. I would call that a business transaction. And this is one of the biggest mistake that people make in our world today. Now, for the men, let me tell you something. When a woman respects you, not just when things are smooth, but when she is angry, tired, emotional, or upset, and she still puts down her ego, her pride, she still chooses to support you, she still honor your masculine authority, then you have found something holy, something mystical, something spiritual. This is a divine order that the man should lead and be the head of the house, and the woman should support him in love. And together, their love life and relationship will grow. They can work together in one same purpose. And for the women, I will tell you that what really conquers a man's spirit and unlocks his devotion and loyalty to you as a woman is not warm food, it's not sexy body, it's not the intense fire of seduction. It is the fire of her submission and respect and loyalty, her reverence. When she submits her spirit, her soul, her body, and even resources, not out of fear, but out of a sacred place of trust in her heart, that's feminine surrender and deep spiritual alignment, she becomes the kind of woman that the Holy Bible calls a crown to her husband. The kind of woman that is rare. This type of women are not easy to find. They are very few in our world today because she is divine. She is a weapon of peace in a world full of chaos. When she comes into your lives, she's going to make everything look easy and peaceful. She will be silent before she disrespects you in public. She will be strong in her everyday work, her activities. She will do her job with pride and diligence. And she's going to have this loyalty and unshakable support for you. That is a real woman to keep. They are very rare to find them. Now, when you find that kind of a woman that even our past and present generation cannot comprehend, they cannot understand because it's not the regular way, it's different, strange, I may say, but that is the proper life of a woman. When you find that kind of a woman, I must advise you, all men, hold her very strong, fight for her, go to war for her, protect her and shield her from the wolves. Make her your pride. Let her be your lovely wife, because she is not just a woman. She is like a beautiful garden in the middle of nowhere. She is like a garden in the desert, for example. She is like a jewel, a precious jewel, maybe like diamond or gold, hidden in the midst of serpents. She can only be a reward from God to the man who walks in truth. Therefore, I will say to you, men, when you find this kind of woman that respects you and is submissive to you, she's loyal, she supports you in everything that you do, I tell you, she can only be a gift from God. Protect this kind of woman with all your life and keep her happy. And also protect yourself so that you can live long and enjoy your life with this kind of woman. We all know that the world today is full of decoys, lies, and distractions. Delusions and confusions are everywhere around the world today. But it is time for us to learn and develop. That is why my teaching here is to bring you real, raw truth that will help you come back to the divine order, the origin of how God wished us to live our life in love and in relationship. And in this way, we can grow above our difficulties, our worries, our stress, our misunderstandings, and our pains. Now, in the subjects of love and relationship, here is the first thing you need to know. You need to understand that the meaning of real love is not sex. Dating is not love. Talking to somebody 24 hours and 7 days is not love. Staying awake all night for someone is not the true definition of love. Love is someone who sees your errors, your flaws, your tough side, and still choose to love you. It is someone who does things for you, even when you can't do those things for yourself. Love is someone who holds you in difficult times and calm you when your tears run down your face. It is someone who expresses all the good things about you when all you see about yourself is wrong and errors and failures. So, it is someone who makes sure you are okay. It is someone who thinks about you every night and every day. It is someone who constantly devotes their time and their energy to you. That is real love. And real love is always original. It is never artificial. It is natural and original. It is a connection, an attraction between two souls. And whenever you find true love, that real love, you know that you have found your soulmate. But you should understand, soulmates don't just meet by accident. They meet because they needed each other without knowing it. They meet because in both of them, there was something missing that only the other person could bring. Everything you don't have, they do have. And everything they don't have, you do have. So I would say that soulmate connection don't come to give you everything. They come to complete you and remind you what it feels like to be complete. They meet because something unexplainable, something mystical wants them to meet. That is why you see two people can really be in love naturally, but they may not understand why. They keep asking themselves, why do I love this person? Even when the person is not the best, but they just love the person. It happens. It happens to me too. Also, my own life is a testimony because the first time I met my wife, I was thinking, what was so much attracting me, you know? But really, later, I realized that that was the best choice because she came into my life not as a fake person, as a real original person. And I saw her feelings and I saw that this person really cared for me. She came to complete my life. And I also do my own part to complete whatever is missing in her life. I try to be dedicated to her too because she deserves it. She loves me and I love her. And in my own point of view, I understand that this is true love. And I must tell you that since I met my wife, it is like the whole world feels beautiful to me. I always wake up with a sense of purpose because I know that I love someone and someone loves me genuinely without being fake, without any selfish interest. So, anytime I think about my wife, I forget about all the troubles of this world. I must tell you, it is a beautiful thing to fall in love with the right person. And when you find the right person, you would feel it. You would feel it inside of you, because you would have a reason to live your life happily every day. So, I'd like to tell you that when you find such a person that brings light into your life, when you find that person who makes all your life feels right and complete for you, never let them go because they can only be a gift from God. Every time I used to say to my wife that she is my treasure and there are no more people like that in this world that I have seen. She is the last of her kind and she's the best for me. So, you see, my life has become a testimony. And that is why I derive this pleasure from enlightening people on this subject so that they too can understand and benefit the goodness that is involved. Now, for the men, let me tell you this. Men, let me tell you. This is something you must know. When a woman truly loves you, when a woman truly and honestly and genuinely loves you, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. She doesn't care how many guys send her messages or are talking to her or saying anything to her, maybe try to entice her with gifts, money, sweet words, or whatever. She doesn't care about all that. She will always care and think about you every time. You could be 10 times more uglier or be the poorest guy in the community, but that she has ever met. But if she is truly in love with you, if you are in her heart, she's never going to let go of you. She would not even lose one eyelid to anyone. She won't look at another man. This is one amazing thing about women when you come to understand them. A good woman will always be loyal to you to the last breath. Once they commit to you, they commit to you. So, if you have a woman in your life who sticks by you through thick and thin, when you are broken, when you are down, and when you are not okay, then don't lose her for anything. Don't lose her for anyone. Because you may never find a woman like that again in your life. You must treasure her. You must love her. You must hold her very close to your heart, for she is a rare gem, more precious than gold and silver and diamonds. You must love her, because in her loyalty you find peace and solace. Her love brings you this eternal flame of positivity. Therefore, you must cherish her presence, for she is the beacon of light in your life. She is the light in the time of darkness, a steadfast companion in love's enduring flight. If you have a woman like this in your life, I would tell you that God Almighty has blessed you. Lastly, my dear readers and viewers, I would like to give you 5 rules for a happy relationship. Now, let's break down these 5 rules for a happy relationship. Here is actually the part nobody talks about. Maybe they don't think about it, but it is very important and crucial in every love and relationship life. Number 1 is listen to each other's heart. When your partner is talking to you, you must have a calm mind. You must calm down your mind and listen. This is important because it is not about words only. It is about understanding the feelings behind those words. There are a lot of people, they are not good in speaking out loud. Because they don't know how to express their self. So this could be a hindrance in communications between the two parties involved. But if the other party can learn to calm their mind down and listen, which is very, very important, you must understand. You can be able to read between the lines to know what your partner is trying to express, not just from their words, but from their feelings also. But if you don't pay attention to all this, you would not be able to recognize what is going wrong. And that is a very big problem today among people, two partners in a relationship. And number 2 is share your thoughts and feelings. Don't keep everything inside of you. Share what is in your mind and in your heart, because honest communication is the key to a strong relationship. That honest communication is what creates that bond between both of you. Number 3 is kindness. You must choose kindness, especially in the time of challenges when things get really tricky or difficult. You must choose kindness. You must have sympathy for your partner. This is a powerful tool that turns tough and difficult moments into opportunity for understanding and growth for the relationship. You must understand this. You must learn to be teachable because nobody knows everything. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. So we must learn to adjust and adapt. Number 4 is forgiveness. You must apologize and forgive each other. It is true that mistakes do happen. Nobody is above mistakes. So you cannot judge your partner because of a little mistake that they have made. Everybody makes mistake, and we can change and become better when we learn from our mistakes. So if you want to really help your partner, you should learn to forgive. If you mess up at some time, at any point, always say you are sorry. Don't fail to apologize. And if your partner apologizes to you, you must forgive them as soon as possible. This is how you can keep your love life and your relationship strong and growing every day. And finally, number 5, I would like to say that you must include each other in everything. No one likes the feeling of being left out. Therefore, you must make sure you include your partner in your life. You must share experiences together, share your dreams and laughter together. And in this way, you will be able to build a deeper connection and improve your love life and relationship. I want to believe that by this time we have learned something that could help us improve our love life and our relationship. So we have come to the end of this segment, and I believe that you now know more exactly how you could possibly improve your love life and your relationship. I want to thank you for staying true, for your patience, and for learning with us. And I want to encourage you to come with us in the next video. Look out for our next topic. And also, I want to remind you to like and share and subscribe to this channel. And I want to believe that you have gained something, a life-changing experience. I tell you, it really works. It really works. So God bless you, and I see you in the next video. Thank you very much.